Hey, Charlie. It's Santa Heidi. And this is Pablo. And this is Maggie. These are your puppy cousins. And they're very sweet. And they like you a lot. They can't wait to meet you someday and snuggle. And I'm going to read a book to you that I've read a million times to my boys. And then I'll introduce you to Raven, my old puppy. Here's our little cricket there. All right. The book is Goodnight, Moon, and I'm sure that Mommy and Daddy might have this one. I'm pretty sure. Look how old this is. It is just a testimony to how old this thing is. So, Goodnight, Moon by Margaret Weiss Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. Very famous pictures in this book. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting in chairs. 1, 2, 3. And 2 little kittens. 1, 2. And a pair of mittens. 1, 2. And a little toy house. And a young mouse. Squeak, squeak. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow. Jumping over the moon. Good night, light. And the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. 1, 2. Good night, clocks. Tick tock. Tick tock. And good night, socks. 1, 2. And good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak. Good night, comb. And good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. Yum, yum. Craig, come here when you're done. And good night to the old lady who was whispering, hush, hush, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And good night to you, Charlie. However, I have to show you Raven now because she's your other puppy cousin who's really old. And then maybe your Uncle Craig will come out and maybe I'll show you him tonight for a fun surprise. I'll be right there, Charlie. So here's Raven. This is your puppy cousin, Raven. Yes. She's 16 years old. She's very sweet. And this is Uncle Craig. How do you say uncle in German? Uncle Dunkel?
I think Dunkel means dark. I am wearing dark stuff. Hi, Charlotte.
We hope you have a good night, and we love you.
Good night. Oops, wrong way. Good night. Love you.
Bye. Good night, Charlie.